Stimulus check, yeah.
Flip man, it's the flip man. Flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Yo, what's going on? Show number 173 of this week's Flippinar with me, Ty, aka the Flip Man. Just Adrian and myself are here today. Reniki should be back next week. So make sure that you like this. Make sure you share this. If we have 2 people watching, it should be 2 shares and 2 likes. We got 200 watching, and it should be 200 shares, 200 likes. I'm not begging, but I'm begging. So yeah, let's make sure that we try to bless someone else with this information. Hopefully I got something positive to say to add some value to the lives to make some money. You see it on the screen. If you need a cash buyer and you want a JB with us, it's split it 50-50. If it's under contract, you're dealing directly with the owner. It's a great deal, and it's off market. Hey, submit it to dealulator.com. Let's get this bread. So over, enough of me yapping, over to AP.
All right, guys, as Ty said, thank you for joining us. It is January 21st, 7 p.m. Central. This is what time you guys can join us every Thursday to ask your questions in regards to wholesaling real estate with little to no cash or credit. Todd just mentioned it earlier. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button so you'll be made aware of anytime any new content is uploaded across all social media platforms. Just make sure you go to Ask Flipman. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop into these questions. The beautiful Reniki isn't with us tonight, so we got nothing but Ty. I'm going to keep him awake, team, I promise. Top 5 thrills.
I just ate a chocolate chip cookie Adrian bought in here. I'm ready. I'm like the little kids, really? Bouncing them against the wall.
Really? Blame it on me.
Just don't try to get bloody.
Top 5 thrills has our first question for the evening.
Oh, what a name.
He says, hey guys, how's it going? My question may be confusing, but could you please give me an example of what or what not to offer a seller when there's still a mortgage on the property? How does that process go?
Well, no, that's a really good question, which all of them are. That's a really good question, but it's really simple, my man. The amount that they owe the seller, I mean, needs to be less than the price that works for you. Example, if the house is worth $200,000 fixed up, we call that ARV, short for after repair value, but they owe 180, they can't go below 180 unless they're going to bring money to the table, and that's rarely going to happen. So that's not a deal. But if a situation is worth 200 and they owe 60, all right, and they're willing to sell it for 90 and your repairs fit into that window to make sense as a deal, then that's a deal. Instead of them getting 90 at the closing, they get the difference between the 90 and the 60, which is 30. So it just has to be the number that whatever they owe needs to be less than the number that works for you. If that's not the case, then it's going to probably be a deal breaker for a straight wholesale cash deal.
All right. Thank you, Ty, for answering top 5 thrills. Want to give a huge shout out to those guys who have already joined us. Off-roader, thank you as always for being here. Mr. Thinker, Jason, Sam, Taekwon, Angela, Mr. Medina, Mikey Bikey. And over on Instagram and TikTok, we have X Daniel Lewis, Hope Boy Disco, Stand Tall for Life, and PS Lovin Nestro. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you go ahead and enter the question, type in your question in the chat box. And also keep in mind, you can go to comps101.com and join us live and ask your question yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Instagram. We have a question from Stand Tall. And the question is, I think my market is small. He's in Ocala, Florida. As far as population, I need others. Any suggestions? So what do you do when you think your location is small?
Ocala, let me put my mic down right quick here. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Ocala, it may be close enough to, if I got my geography right on it, population. Let me just look up the population first. Ocala is only 59,000, so 60,000. That is small. That's normally a lot smaller than what I would recommend. But you're not too far from I don't know how far that is from Gainesville. It looks like it's a good distance. Yeah, that's gonna be a little small, my man. You're not too far from Orlando, though. Let me see how far is Ocala from Orlando. I said Orlando. To Orlando. So it's 82 miles from Orlando. So that's close enough where that should be your market. That should be your farm market. That's within an hour and a half, most definitely.
Okay, now keep in mind Gainesville is only 38 and they have 132.
Yeah, so you can really work both of those, and your market. You may get a deal or two every couple of months in Ocala or whatever. My brother's best friend is originally from Ocala. He's yeah.
All right.
Big old.
So Jay Spade on Instagram wants to know, what does your disposition checklist look like once you put a property under contract?
What does the checklist look like? Well, you go down your list of buyers. You obviously want the ones that like a particular area, particular price range, level beds and bath, level of repairs they're dealing with. So you go through that gauntlet of knowing who likes what, depending on that particular property, and you try to reach out to them or whatever and see where they are on buying something right now.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Going back over to YouTube, Mr. Medina says, Mr. Flipman, do you recommend wholesaling in Southern California? That's where I live, and it is a very expensive market. So should that matter?
Not at all. You're in Southern California, man. That just means you'll do the exact same thing that I do here in Birmingham, Alabama, and your checks will be just a lot bigger. So people still die in Southern California. They still get divorced. They still lose jobs or income. You got tired landlords, relocation, medical bills, kids' tuition, too many repairs. All of that stuff exists in Southern California just like it does anywhere else. The only difference, again, your checks will be a lot bigger because the real estate is more expensive than most places around the country. But you'll do the exact same thing I do. My check may be $8,000. Your check may be $28,000, and we've done the just same thing. You can do six-figure deals out there. Those are not out of the realm of possibility.
All right. Dark King on
TikTok. You're very fortunate. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Dark King on TikTok wants to know, does it matter where the house is located for a buyer to buy it? Yeah, some buyers are going to preference certain areas, right?
Yeah, you're going to have buyers that preference certain areas. Some of them only want to deal in certain zip codes. Some of them want to deal with A, B type properties, A type neighborhoods, B type neighborhoods. Some will only deal in D and C's, you know what I'm saying? So that's why your buyers list is important, but at the end of the day, it still just needs to be relative to the area, as far as the condition, what the ARV is, and what the repair costs are. So this needs to be relative. Normally, if there's enough people that live in there, it's highly populated, there's tons of people that are investing there also. It's just normally how it works.
All right. I think this is a really good question. You mentioned it just a little while ago when you directed them to dealulator.com for the 50-50 splits. Taekwon wants to know, how do I know if a house is off market?
What up, Taekwon? It's real simple, man. All you have to do is just Google the address. If you Google the address and can't find it for sale anywhere online, it's off market. All right. That's my definition of off market.
Okay, let's see. Let's jump into this question from Jason. Mr. Flipman, how do you evaluate ARV on a burned or salvaged house that's not worth fixing? Basically, you need to rebuild a new home.
If it's a situation where the fire damage is basically exceeded renovations, then it's a land play. It's that simple. And that can get tricky depending on where it is. If it's in a neighborhood where there's a lot of development going on, new construction, then yeah, it's just going to boil down how cheap you can get the land. Normally, you want to try to probably get it at 30% of what the ARV is from the way Jamil explained it last week on Comps 101. If you can do that, normally you probably in play if it's in a developing area. But if it's in an area where there's no new development, no new construction, and say the land value on it is 50 grand, you probably try to get it for anywhere from definitely 25 cents or less on the dollar or whatever. So, but to answer your question, if it's beyond renovations, then it's just a land play or a lot play.
Okay, Alex Tillery, you say you're on Comps 101 to ask your question. You have to go to comps101.com and then choose to join.
I changed the site.
What? Are you serious?
It's not where I could just log. I hadn't tried to log into it and just do it and add the. Oh man, let me see how I can do that. Now, give me a second. I'll give y'all a way of doing it. Go ahead, AJ. I'll figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here just telling these.
Yeah. Hold on. Your boy figured something out. Hold on a second.
So Golden Child 15, you're on Instagram, and you say that you've been trying to do wholesaling for 7 months and still haven't had a chance to close a deal. I would love for you to go to comps101.com and join us so you can answer the questions that I know Ty's going to follow up with. What have you been doing? What type of marketing have you been putting out, whether it's bandit signs, cold calling, yellow letters, text to flip, mail to flip, anything. And then if you've been doing any of that, how much of it have you been doing? So if you've been putting out bandit signs, have you put out 50 a week or 50 a month? That's going to make a world of difference. So there's a lot of questions that go behind. I haven't gotten any calls, or I haven't gotten a deal or a lead. So join us on, Ty's figuring out what used to be comps101.com, but just give us a moment and we'll tell you how to join us live. Now, Adrian Rivas says, what's up from San Antonio? I'm sorry. Thank you for joining us. And Nicole, what website did you say to use to send my comps for help? It's in Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, Nicole, go to dealyoullater.com.
What, for the comps?
No.
What you said?
Comps for help. Yeah.
Yeah, Comps 101.
Comps 101.
Yeah, she'll send that to Comps 101 for help.
You figured it out yet?
Nope. Yeah. I got some.
Oh.
Y'all gonna go to Flippinar.com. That's where you're gonna go. Give me just a second.
Okay. Flippinar.com. FLIP.
Go ahead. You got it. Keep going.
PANAR.
Am
I right?
You close.
What?
Let me see. So back. All right.
Okay, we'll still wait for that. Let's see here. Oh, Alex says, come on, you're waiting. Well, okay, Alex, you'll be first up, absolutely. Sam Brown says, hello, Mr. Taylor. Thank you for sharing your knowledge in the wholesaling industry. You're more than welcome. Facebook user says, good evening, everyone. Blue One, I'm going to go ahead and read your question. I'm
ready. So they can go to flippinar.com. It'll be the top red button that says join us live on the show.
Spell Flippinar.
Flippinan. Flippinar. It's like flipping, remove the G, add an AR.com. So a webinar and a seminar had a baby and produced a Flippinar. That's what we have every week, the Flippinar. So flippinar.com, and just hit the red button that says join us live on the show now.
All right, flippinar.com to join live. I just put that in the chat.
Which is better, flippinar.com or dealyoullater.com? Which is a better brand name? I know which one I done pushed the most, but which one is better?
I like Flippinar because we're flipping, and it's a webinar.
I agree. I agree.
We're gonna go with that.
It's for sale.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be steep, but hey, everything for sale, man.
Everything has a price on it.
Whew, boy.
Okay. Blue. Okay,
I couldn't have been a woman. But go ahead.
You know what? Chill out, Alex.
Oh
boy. Join us on Flippinar.com and click that button to join us live. Blue One says, hey, Flip, if I stay in an area that only had one cash buy, in the past 13 months, but my city is on the top 5 cities people are moving to in 2021. Should I wholesale here? Well, Blue One, I'm interested to know what city you're in. Which of those top 5 cities are you in?
And then they said, and they only have one cash sale or one just comp period.
He said one cash buy in the past 13 months.
But
so he might be in non-disclosure.
That's okay. It could be okay if you had a lot of transactions that have happened in the last 12 months. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Are there a lot of comps in that area? You know, that's what really matters or whatever. Cash sales would make it even icing on the top, but there are a lot of transactions over the last 12 months. That's what really matters.
Okay.
Oh, I can do the little scroller, kind of.
Yeah, I just put something up there.
Yeah.
Brandon Bernard says,
I don't know why we don't be using all this technology, man.
You got so much going on. I'm confused.
My brain fried.
I'm a little confused, and that's a confused with an R. That's just how confused. Can't even spell it right or say it right. Brandon Bernard says, hello. He's from New Mexico, and he wants to know, are there any extra perks to buying Dealulator instead of the other platforms?
Well, the extra perks is that, you know, number one, I add a lot of support and training videos to show you how to actually use it. To show you how to actually use it. I think that's what is weight in gold right there. So I put the ticker on YouTube, probably is on Facebook also. Go to flippinar.com to ask your questions live, and we got somebody in the chat right now. But
I'm gonna let him finish eating his chips first, though.
No, he can. That's real stuff. Don't handle your business, man. What brand is that, Playboy?
It looks like baked Lays. Hold on. Let's go ahead. But did you answer Brandon's question in regards to Dealulator versus other platforms?
Oh, well, that's just like asking Amazon what you think about Overstock. You know, we you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What you think I'm gonna say?
Promote
you know what I'm saying? I'm a partner. I'm partner with them. He's talking about PropStream, right?
Right, correct.
Yeah. I'm partner with them. So, you know, they feed me, you know, help feed me, people I care about. So but it's a great tool. I'll stand behind it. I hadn't seen anything better or whatever, you know. I ain't saying it's not something better out there.
We haven't really talked about that.
It's great.
Yeah.
So it's great. Game changer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ray Lux, LLC. We're going to go ahead.
So my man Ray has joined. He went to flippinar.com and he's going to join us live on the air right now.
Yes, how you doing, my guy?
Good. How you doing today? So I had posted a question under Raymond Austin, but I was actually in the process of getting a house under contract last week. I kind of fumbled it, and this week I got a house. I was just on the phone with him actually before I got on this call.
Define fumbled it.
He wanted to sell me the house. I went to take a look at it. He wanted me to mail him the contract to Alaska. I did that, and then he just wasn't picking up my calls. So I was just kind of like,
okay, well, you know, that's no big deal. You didn't really fumble it. Something might have happened with him. I will follow back up with him in a couple of weeks. You know, just, hey man, did you see the contract or whatever? Blah blah blah. You never know. Something could have happened in his life. He had to put that on the back burner. So definitely follow back up on that until he tells you, no, I'm not interested or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
I was thinking
what about the next one?
Oh, so today, just really, I only put into PropStream one property. I've been putting a lot of properties in there and I haven't really been seeing any results. So I just put one and I ended up calling the guy. He told me, hey, look, I have 4 properties. You can have them all. I don't want anything. What can you do? He told me he doesn't want anything. And then I was just like, wow. And then, you know, he was like, sound young. And then I was just like, you know, I didn't want to say this is my first deal. So I just kind of was like, I'll take a look at the properties and then I'll write up the contract. I wrote the contract using the site that you gave me and I thought it was good. And so I just told him I'll mail him a contract tomorrow in the morning and take a look. And then that's when I came into this chat just to ask you because I don't want to mess it up.
Okay, so what's your question?
How do I transition into making sure it's smooth on the
So
I really
he didn't give you a price on them.
No, he did. He told me how much he wanted from all of it. He
So
did.
the numbers work.
Yes, sir. I just kind of got onto this chat after I didn't really take a look at it all the way through because he gave me 4 properties.
So you send them 4. You send them in 4 contracts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So if you follow the instructions in the video, especially the more recent video, the Flipman 2021 contract video that I put out a couple of weeks ago, and you just follow exactly how I filled it out, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? So now, once you get them signed back, once you get them back signed, then obviously it's time to load up for a buyer. If you need help with those, you can definitely submit to diggerlater.com, and we would love to try to help you if you need the help on finding a cash buyer. We split it 50-50.
Yeah, I definitely might need some help in the future, but definitely, I thank you.
What market?
I appreciate you answering my question.
What market?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah,
Baltimore.
Definitely. Yes, sir, most definitely.
All right, thank you for your time.
Ray. You say Raymond is your name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great to meet you, man. I'm glad you joined us.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming on and joining us. Alex is here. Alex, we're going to bring you on live. How are you doing today, sir?
All right, how you doing?
AT, what's happening, man?
Not much, man. Just trying to get with you, man. That's all.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get it. What you got?
All right. So we have a property that it's a probate situation. So we had to go with the title company and show that the power of attorney has the right to sign off on the estate. But the thing is, the lawyer is questioning number 5 on the contract. So we're trying to get more understanding what that means.
Number 5. I gotta look it up, man.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see which one is that. Hold on a second. All right, and let me just share my screen really quick with you on here. Hold on a second so people can see what we're talking about. All right, and so I'll just share my entire screen here. All right, so we're on diggerlater.com. This is where you can access my free contract that I've been using since 2003, been given away since 2008. So he says number 5, closing date and transfer of title. The transaction shall close on or before. That's basically saying when it's going to go through. On or before. You put in the date. Normally I'm going to do 30 to 45 days. Closing will be held at, I'll do TBD, to be determined. And sellers agrees to transfer marketable title free and clear of any encumbrances except those listed and pay any required state taxes or stamps required to record deed or mortgage. Seller agrees to furnish title insurance in the amount of the purchase price showing no encumbrances and exceptions other than the previous noted. Now, the taxes part of this, that's theirs. The recording fees and the deed, that's basically on you because on number 4 overrides everything but him paying his own taxes on his property.
Okay.
So just let them know that's what number 4, it says buyer will pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or lien. Number 5, the other stuff just standard verbiage, but number 4 overrides everything except him paying his own taxes. So we're going to pay all the closing costs and recording fees and everything, and the title insurance. We're going to cover that also. Your buyer really is going to do it, but the number 4 overrides that. That's how you explain it to him.
Okay. Well, that's what I thought. We just wanted to make sure because she, the young lady went with the state attorney. So, and that's what he had sent us an email saying that the verbiage had to change, and he also wanted us to put $3,500 as an earnest deposit.
No, they clowning now.
Okay,
is it a great deal?
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's a good deal. What the situation was, we already had the contract signed, but when we took it to the title company, when we sent it to the title company, she said that since the lady, the owner of the property had passed away, the person that has power of attorney, they needed it to say the estate of the person that passed away instead of that person. So when I had to send it back to her, somehow she sent it to a state attorney, and that's what he came back with.
I got you. Cool. Okay. All right. So you're going to put up the $3,500, or that's what this suggestion of the attorney? Okay.
No, I already told her. We usually give $10, so she got $100, so she should be good.
Yeah, she good. Okay, cool. Let us know how that turned out, man. Did I answer your questions?
Oh, appreciate it. Yes, definitely. I'll be calling you back.
All right, man. We'll see. We'll see you on the next question. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Alex. We'll go to Alonzo as soon as I see your face.
Show your face, Alonzo. Activate your camera.
My face.
Activate your camera, sir.
Okay, hold on.
There he is.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question for you.
Hey.
Right now I'm in the middle of trying to close out a deal on the lot.
On a lot?
And yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
And I'm going through a realtor to close out the lot. And the realtor is basically telling me that the lawyer is not the contracts that I'm using that I got from your website.
Yes, sir.
It's not being specific enough. They said it's not specific enough. I don't understand.
Well, if it's an agent involved, they're going to normally want to use the agent's contract. That's
right.
Fine.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Right. Exactly. They want. I feel more comfortable using your contract because I try to push that issue, but they still wanted to use theirs.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. As long as it doesn't have any verbiage in there that prevents you from assigning it. Right. Okay. It doesn't have to say you can assign it. It just doesn't need to have any verbiage in there saying that you can assign it.
Okay. All right. That's all I know. That's all I needed to ask. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, man. Good luck to you. Let us know what happens on that, Playboy.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night. Hey, and if you didn't miss that little tidbit, Todd just said, he said it really fast. So any contract is assignable unless it specifically says that it can't be assigned.
Exactly.
So the verbiage doesn't have to be in the contract that says you can, but you need to be wary if there's verbiage in the contract that says you can't. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Okay?
Remember, you can join us live by going to Flippinar. We should have been did that. Flippinar.com to ask your questions live, just like Alonzo just did, just like Alex did, just like my boy Raymond just did.
Should have been did what?
Put it on Flippinar.com.
Why?
I don't know. That's what we call the show, don't we?
We do.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a Flippinar.
You said it's more brandable than Later. I agree.
Oh, okay.
I agree. I agree.
Lee Bailey says, "Good evening. Good to be here. Thank you. It's good to have you here." So
Lee, my boy. He's local. You know, that's my boy local. My man local. Yeah, he's killing the game. Yeah.
Okay, Lee.
Man, met him at the gym one day a couple years back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Devon is in town. He says, "What up, flipping family? D from Philly. Now I'm in your town, the Ham. I'm trying to squat up, but y'all Gators in Birmingham. Do y'all do sub-twos in Birmingham?
Oh, yeah.
Also, what's up with the tax deeded properties? I want to get a couple to rehab and seller finance them out."
The process in the state of Alabama is a lengthy process as far as the redemption rights of the owner. So that's what you have to understand that process. What I would encourage you to do is to go down to the tax assessor's office down on Richard Ayrton Boulevard downtown, and just go in and just talk to one of those ladies at the desk, and they normally walk you through that entire process. And then you'll know at what point you can take possession and put that type of investment into a property or whatever, and do whatever you want to with it. So,
all right, there you have it. Oscar Hernandez says, "Ty the man." I agree. Ty is the man. Thank you, Ty.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the information you put out here for the free to get people started on that.
Value. Maybe you give me a little money. Value. Maybe you give me a little money. You know what I'm saying? Who was that? Oh, yeah.
I cannot.
It's up at the top. Shouldn't be at the top.
It's not at the top.
Okay. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, y'all iPhone folks. I don't know how to even work them.
Yeah.
Ooh, Team Android here. Android
here.
I
have mercy.
Whatever. Okay, so Jared Mays wants to know, can you talk about the differences in closing costs between assigning a contract versus double closing?
See, can you talk about the difference in closing costs between? Well, if it's two closing, so you're gonna have to pay two sets of closing costs when it's a double closing versus an assignment, which is one closing. Now, sometimes the title company or attorney will give you a break because it is like a volume play or whatever, but you're gonna have to pay twice. Who we got here? A Nicole. What the A stands for, Nicole?
I'm gonna go with Ashley before she says.
I'm gonna say. Let me see. I'm going to say. I'm gonna say. Let me hold on. I'm gonna say. Anisha.
Okay, you're going with Anisha. I'm going with Ashley and Amber.
Okay. Now you gonna get two.
Cause
I'm gonna get two. Then my second one is anime.
Anime. No. Okay. Thank you for joining us, A Nicole. Who wins? Either one of us?
You heard us?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
What does the A stand for?
You win. It's Ashley.
Ah! No.
It's Ashley.
No.
And I have a sister named Amber, so that's two. That's 2 for 2.
Oh wow! Man, how you do your butt like that? Yeah, oh man.
Thank you so very much. How you doing?
Hey, that's what's up. I'm glad you joined us tonight.
You're more than welcome. I'm good. How are you guys doing? I'm so glad that I got one.
Where are you located?
I'm in California. So that's why I'm actually glad that the other guy was asking about it, because it is very much.
What city?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
I have a little thing
so there's,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of work over here too, but I mean, people mostly seem like they want a lot of the pre-foreclosures around here. And then, Northern and San Diego, stuff like that. That seems to be, where distressed properties are. But the one that I wanted to ask about, this one, I just chatted about it. It's in Birmingham, Alabama. And I sent it to and the thing is, the guy, he has actually 2 properties. I talked to him. I got an ARV that I feel works pretty well. It's at 146.
What's the zip code?
It's 35206.
Okay, now that can be tricky. That can be tricky. That's in that East Lake / Roebuck area, right? Okay. You have houses in that zip code. You can have houses in the ARVs of 60,000 that could easily go up to closer to 200, right? So but go ahead though. I don't want to cut you off. But go ahead.
Oh no, that's good, because there were some numbers that were kind of tricky, and even 1 or 2 that went into the millions, but I wasn't even going to focus on that. But it was getting kind of up there to about a little short of 150,000. Okay. So I ended up offering him 80,000 on that one, but and he's pretty much going over it. He has somebody he needs to present it to them.
Before you go any further on that, and I know you don't want to put this out there online, because it's here. Reach out to me tomorrow before you go any further with that, because it is so tricky. Those comps can really mess with you in that area right there. You can go with one street and the ball game changes or whatever. Before you go any further with that,
I definitely did send it.
You don't have to partner with me on it by no means, which I would love for you to, but that's not. I just want to help you. Just reach out to me, and so we can pull those comps for you, and I'll give you my advice on it. Because it's sensitive local here. But go ahead. I don't want to cut you out. I just want to make that offer to you to help you.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So far, because the thing is, he has 2, but I was kind of thinking if it's a possibility to kind of lock in both of them, because he really didn't. You know what? Let me look real quick, because I do remember the numbers by the address card. One of them's rugby something. This Birmingham.
Oh yeah, rugby. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead though. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
You know that area? Yeah, they're both the same.
Yeah.
They're both the same zip code. And these aren't.
Are they
These
livable?
are. Yeah, these are. They were using them as rentals. Like one of them just had the tenant move out, and then the other one. But it's been on the market for over between both of them over 100 days or so.
So these are listed properties.
Yeah,
What did he have them listed? What did he have them listed for?
They're in the hundreds. One's for let me see. One is for at 130 something it was, but that was the one I told him 80. And he really didn't shy away from that, to be honest, but because I feel like they're just trying to, kind of get rid of them because they're just sitting there. But let me bring up one. One says 134. That's not the one that I'm talking specifically about. That's the second property, but let me plug in the other one real quick.
Look,
Okay. They're both pretty much in the hundreds that they're trying to do, but I think they realize it's not going to happen. Let me go back. Street, or 12th Avenue.
Well, she's looking that up.
And the other one is 129. So they're both he put them for both around 130, 134. But like I said, the first one, 134, and then the other one's 129. The 129 I offer 80.
Okay. All right. Well, what we'll do, you hit me up tomorrow. Let me take a closer look at them. What I know you already made the offer, but they hadn't accepted.
Okay.
So you can always go back and say, hey, talk to someone right there on the ground or whatever. And we may need a little bit closer to 60 or whatever. And we can go from there or whatever. So you got my number? You have my number?
Give me 1 second and then I'll. Okay. What is it?
It's on the screen now. You see it?
Oh, wait. Okay.
492-3425.
492-54932.
Yeah, 492-3425. Let me remove that ticker right quick. You see it?
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I do see it.
Okay, boom. All right. Yeah. So hit me up, and then we'll go from there. I'll help you much as I can.
What's the better time to be able to call tomorrow? I know I'm in California, so.
Well, so around 8 your time would be good. If that's not too early.
Okay. Oh no, that's fine. I'm up at 4 a.m. because all my markets are out.
I got you. All right, cool.
All right.
All right, thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting me win that bet. Appreciate it.
You're more than welcome. You guys have a good night.
You too. We'll look for that call in the morning, okay?
All righty.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Hey, guys. So just letting you know, Ty just spoke with Miss A. Nicole and advised her to call. And I just want you to know how real this is. Okay, Ty's already giving you this free information. He comes on every Thursday and does comps with Jamil, then comes back later on in the evening and does the Q&A. He's on every day with giving more information, and normally on Instagram, TikTok, across those social media platforms. He has the 500 plus videos. And on top of that, my guys, listen, he gives out his telephone number and tell you guys to call him. Do you know that's the same number that I used to call him? So I'm just putting it out there. Like, that's his number. and he's giving you true access to him to assist you in your wholesaling deal. So take advantage of everything that is made available to you. And the Todd, we do appreciate you for that. But we're going to go ahead and go to the next person that went to flippinar.com to join us live, and that's Willpower. Willpower, you ready?
Order when you're ready.
You're up.
Hello there. How you guys doing?
We're good.
What's happening, Will? What's going on, man? What city are you calling from?
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacktown.
Okay.
What's happening?
Yeah, question I have for you guys. Found a property listed with a realtor. It's all boarded up. How do you guys feel about working with realtors?
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I've been here since 8. Just understand, you can wholesale properties that are listed, but for newbies, I strongly advise against it.
Right.
But I'm gonna still explain to you the process. Just understand from off the top, whenever you're dealing with a real estate agent, they get paid on commission. So the more a property sells for, the more they make. And you as a wholesaler, you make your money, the cheaper you can get the property.
Right.
So you all are the backside of magnets. You are automatic or in a resistance, right? Now, so, but understand the process of what realtors normally have to go through is they normally have to depend on another real estate agent to bring a buyer to the table. So they have to split that commission. 6% is a normal commission rate. You know, it could be less or more, whatever. And so instead of them getting 6%, they'll get 3%. So if you're going to target a realtor, right, and understand this too, whenever you bring another third party into the mix, which is a real estate agent, I ain't talking bad and negative, I'm just telling you what it is. You just interjected someone else's bills into the situation, their financial interest, right? And again, it's like I told you now, the more they sell it for, the more they make. All right, so what you have to do is you don't bring your own realtor to the table. So if you're in a state where you can, where agent can do dual, I don't know what they call it, be a dual agent, meaning they can represent you and you and the seller, then you want to give them an opportunity to make full commission.
Right.
Just give an example. On $100,000 sell a property for $100,000, and that's what they're going to sell it for. If another agent, and the commission is 6%, if another agent comes to the table and brings a buyer for that deal, now they have to split that 6%, which was $6,000. Instead of them making $6,000, they would now make $3,000, and whatever their bread, they have to pay their broker. All right. But if you made the offer to them for $60,000 and you went directly to that agent, and 6% times 60,000 is 3,600. So actually, they make $600 more, even though the property was discounted $40,000.
Right.
You feel me? So,
right.
But a lot of times, agents, that doesn't click to them automatically. Hey, I'm gonna make more money, even though the property's been discounted $40,000, because a lot of times sellers listen to exactly what the agent tells them. So the agent's tone when they go to the seller and say, "Hey, we got an offer of $60,000. I know we were asking $100,000. They're lowballing us. We can do better than that." That's one way of going to it. But if they go back to the seller and say, "I know we wanted $100,000, but we got a $60,000. I don't think we're going to be able to do better than that."
Right.
You feel me? You see what I'm saying? So that tone or how they go back to the seller, they still bring the $60,000 to them, but they're saying in one way that, hey, no, we need to reject it. The other way, I don't think we can do any better than that. You see what I'm saying? So that's your only real chance. So keeping that in mind, now you got to jump through the hurdle of $1,000 in earnest money. They can probably accept $500. It's all negotiable, but their standard normally is $1,000 earnest money, and they want proof of funds. If you could jump through all those hurdles, understanding the cycle of an agent, they want to sell high, you want to buy low or whatever, then the world is yours.
Right.
But on top of that, the property is already advertised to the world that it's for sale. So you're going to have the right buyer for that, because a lot of buyers do not want to deal with wholesalers on properties that are listed, because they can get them themselves. You hadn't found anything special. So you have to have the right type of buyer, what I call a lazy buyer that doesn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Because you can negotiate a property down to something that's very attractive, that's listed. It's just you got to have the right type of buyer to take on that, because a lot of them, for whatever reason, they just don't like you to send them something that's listed that they could have made an offer on themselves or whatever. So
Right.
as long as you got the right type of buyer and everything else I just explained, the world is yours on dealing with agents.
Straight. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Make sense?
Yep.
All right, man. Good luck to you, Will.
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Willpower. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. All right. Facts, preach, all of that's in the comments. Todd, look at you. Okay. Tell you're passionate about that one.
Oh, I'm very passionate about that.
Okay.
I really need to do a video on it. I have videos I've done. I need to do an up-to-date one, but
Okay.
So.
Michael Goolsby, I see that you are in the chat line, but I don't see your video.
Face. Yeah. So
I don't see your face. So as soon as you do that, I'll get you loaded up. Next up is another A name, is Angela.
I bet I know her name, Angela. A stands for Angela.
Yep, you already lost that bit. Ain't no backtracking, no reneging. Okay, so thank you for joining us, Angela. How are you doing today?
I am doing good today. Can you hear me?
I can. Okay, so
yeah, we got a little feedback though.
I am doing good today.
We can hear your speaker.
Okay, wait a minute. Turn down the TV, DeMarcus. Turn down the TV. I'm on live. Look at me. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, turn the TV.
Turn it all the way down. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Tell me, you can go back and watch it. You're on at the 40 minutes. So if y'all want to go back and watch it once it goes and replay on YouTube, you can see, your credit. He can listen to it or whatever. So 46 minutes, 40 seconds. You ready?
Now, I am new to being a wholesaler in real estate. So I got an app that is called Batch Lead. And in Batch Leads, it gives like properties that are in default or pre-foreclosure. So I located 2 properties by the same owner, but they're in default on their taxes. But they have a mortgage on both properties. How can I make a deal with that or do a deal with that?
Well, it's going to boil down to Miss Angela, to the price that works for you, and is what they owe less than that price. Is that simple? That mortgage, that mortgage balance and those unpaid taxes totaled, are they less than the amount that works for you? Just to give you an example, just a simple math example. I sort of did it a little while ago, but I'm happy to do it again. All right, if the ARV on the house, meaning what will it appraise for fixed up, is $200,000 after repair value, and that mortgage and those taxes total $180,000, that's not going to be a deal, right? Not for a wholesale cash deal. But if the mortgage and the taxes total $70,000 and they're willing to take something close to that, then you probably have a deal, because the money comes out of that. Say if they accepted 90 and that worked for you, 90,000, then that 70,000 that they owe on mortgage and taxes would come out of that 90,000. Instead of them walking away with 90,000, they would only walk away with 20,000. Make sense?
I understand. Yes, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the numbers have to always work for me.
Yeah. So whatever your price is, once you do your numbers, right, and then you find out what they owe, it's gonna be clear as day. Whether those numbers work for you or not.
Oh, okay then. All right. Thank you.
No problem at all. Good luck to you guys. I'm glad you joined us tonight.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Right.
Thank you. Have a good night, Miss Angela.
Mm-hmm.
You too.
All right. So Ellis Berry wants to know, hey, Flip Man, is Tuscaloosa a good city for wholesaling? That's my neck of the woods.
That's where AP lives, where Adrian lives at in T-Town. That's a college town, so there's a lot of activity. Some parts of the year more so than others. So to answer your question, yes, it's what Tuscaloosa 100,000 change.
And change.
Yeah, 100,000 and change. So you can make a living there. It's going to be you really need to probably, once you get going there, really include Birmingham, because it's less than an hour from Tuscaloosa to Birmingham. You really would need to include that to really eat really well. or whatever. But the most definitely, T-Town is not too small.
Yeah, it's 99,390, so right at 100.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is fifth now? Fourth, fifth?
Huh?
Largest city in the state? Not, they don't care. Hit the thing. Hit the thing.
Look it.
Who is that? Just a number? Okay.
Just number.
Yeah. I shouldn't have put that number up there. That's the worst thing I could have did.
Yeah, goodness, because that's the current.
Oh, so Mike up in the thing now. He didn't.
I see.
Okay.
I'm getting there. I was so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th.
Go ahead and tell Jalen, who is that? Jalen to activate their camera also. I guess said it. Okay.
Yeah, it's Birmingham, Montgomery, Huntsville, Mobile, Tuscaloosa.
Okay, 6.
That's 5.
Okay, all right, yeah.
With
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, Hoover.
Right behind Tuscaloosa.
How many?
85.
Okay.
85, 175.
Yeah.
All right. So, Michael, you're up. Thank you for joining us. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Mike, where you at, man?
The ATL.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's where it's going down. Okay.
And the ATL. My question was similar to the guy that you had a couple minutes ago about working with realtors. I had a realtor, but it was on market, so
yeah,
kind of hard to deal with that because of the commission stuff and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, so that breakdown that I gave, you heard it all.
I was going in, because my phone was acting up.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
what I picked that. I was trying.
I'll break it down for you again, man. Because I'm glad you joined us.
Simplified this time, though.
So simplified?
Yes.
Okay. I tell you what, Mike. Do this. I know where I did it at. What you can do, because we're limited on time. Go back about 40 minutes into this. It'll go on replay as soon as we get offline or whatever. It'll go into replay mode on YouTube, and you can watch how I explain it. Go in about 39 minutes into the video, and it'll explain it. But if you got any specific question, I'll be happy to answer those. But that entire diatribe where I explain the entire process, you can go back and watch that, and you can get it.
Yeah, I'll do that. And I was going to ask Jamil tomorrow too when I get on the call.
Okay.
Part Astro too. So I miss you guys early this afternoon.
Yeah, I had something to come up, man. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, so definitely want to get that taken care of. I'm asking Jamil tomorrow about that.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for joining us, Michael.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, man. All right, make it happen, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, Jalen, we're still waiting on you to show your face. There you go. All right. Yeah. How's it going?
What's up, man? Where you at? Where you at?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa.
Okay.
Yep. So I just had a quick question. I just wanted to know if you 50-50 on commercial properties in Tampa.
Ideally, we will. What we would target on commercial would be multifamily, self-storage, maybe motels, hotels. Those are going to be the 3 types of commercial properties right now. They need to be off market. You need to be dealing directly with the owner. It needs to be a good deal. You don't have to have it on the contract with the commercial houses, yes. But the commercial, if you want to interject us into the deal, so yeah, most definitely.
Okay. So right now, there's one in the Tampa, Florida area. The asking price is around $29 million, if I remember correctly. Is that something you'd be interested in?
What type of property?
It's a 241 unit property.
A multifamily?
Commercial, 241 units.
I'm saying, is it multifamily or that office space or what?
No, residential, yes, multifamily.
Okay, multifamily. Okay, all right. Yeah, just hit me up tomorrow. Just give me a call tomorrow. We can discuss it.
Okay.
Are you dealing directly with the owners? $29 million.
So I'm working with the agent. The agent is directly there, but they're directly with the seller on it. They have the contract and everything.
The broker?
Yes, the agent.
So is it listed?
No, it's not. It's off market. I have a relationship with the agent.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just hit me up tomorrow. Well, we can discuss it. If I can do something, I would love to. That would be a nice payday.
Okay.
A life-changing payday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you, Jalen, for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Foreign investments. You're up.
Foreign investments.
How you doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, can you hear me, boss man?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
All right, Chad.
Who?
Chad Rivera. I'm from Reedsville, North Carolina.
Reedsville?
Yes, sir.
Geography lesson. What's that close to?
Greensboro, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. What you got, Playboy?
Okay, I got a seller that I actually got it in title. I went to the title. She said somebody contacted her about a seller's form. Do you know if the title company was contacted her about a seller's form?
A seller's form? The only thing I could assume that they may want to gather more information from them, maybe like a social security number, something they try to probably see if the liens match up to her,
okay,
whatever. And you can call the title company, ask them what information were they trying to gather from the seller, and can you assist them in any way?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that, boss man.
No problem at all, my man.
All right.
Thanks for joining
Have
us.
a good night.
Thank you. Y'all too. Now have a good one.
All righty, man.
All right, so thank you guys for joining us live and asking those questions. You can still have a few more moments at flippinar.com to join us and ask your question live with Ty. It seems we have almost 200 of you guys joining us on this platform, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, share, all of that good stuff. And keep in mind that this video will be available for playback as soon as we get done almost. TikTok and Instagram, I see you guys as well. We'll ask you a few more questions from those platforms before we close out this evening too. The next question we'll go ahead and take is from Miss Lakisha. She says, I hate to sound ignorant, but when you say wholesale, are you actually purchasing the property with cash? So that's maybe square 101, but explain exactly how that works.
Okay, what's going on, Lakisha? I'm glad you joined us tonight. Wholesaling is it's a phrase. It's a wholesaling real estate is a form of flipping real estate. Okay, but the term wholesaling is used, and I blanked out. Am I out on?
You still on these two? You just blanked out. That might just be on my screen.
Okay, let me.
Yes, me. I have connection issues.
Okay, cool. Okay, you ain't on the same thing that I'm. Okay, so what was I saying? So wholesaling, don't get confused with that term in the sense of like, well, I guess it is the same thing. I'm sorry, it is the same thing. Basically, the way wholesaling is different from flipping per se is that flipping, you actually have to have the cash and or the credit to buy. A wholesaler is basically finding a great real estate deal, placing it under contract with the actual owner, and then flipping that contract or selling that actual contract to a cash buyer that's going to buy, fix, and flip, or buy, fix, and rent, right? And they get paid an assignment fee, or you can double close it to get paid or whatever. So that's why the term wholesaling is used, because you're not using your actual cash or credit. Okay. All right, you good? Okay. But that's what that means. So don't get confused on the term wholesaling. But that, I guess, hopefully I described it well. And what's attractive about it, you can literally get into it, educate yourself, and make money with actually not spending any money. Now, it will help if you spend a few $100s to generate leads, but some people run their entire operation on just wholesaling other wholesalers' properties, which doesn't cost you anything because you have a strong buyers list. But it's an amazing opportunity to get into real estate. It's a gateway into real estate. It's a gateway into changing your financial situation forever.
Forever. Okay, so you mentioned generating leads. So what platforms do you suggest for the leads? We got text to flip on your shirt.
Yeah, text to flip. If you go to YouTube and do a search for this, it's basically a texting platform that I'm partnered with, Batch Leads or whatever. And it's designed solely for wholesaling. Straight for wholesaling. All right. So it stays FCC compliant, which is legal, on texting people about buying their property. All right. And so he said, what platform? So, of course, dealator.com, aka PropStream. There's so many ways. Bandit signs, direct mail, cold calling, ringless voicemail, Google AdWords, Facebook AdWords, driving for dollars. I said other wholesalers, properties. Those are going to be the norms as far as generating leads. Some of them are more expensive than others, but they all work. They just different. Whatever form of marketing you do, you need to be consistent and persistent.
Consistent and persistent.
That don't have the same meanings?
No. Consistent is just doing something repetitively, maybe at the same time, like all the time. And persistent is the drive or the will behind it.
Well, you smartest person I know.
I think so. Yeah.
Y'all just don't know how.
Y'all just don't know how many questions I get asked.
I'll just call her out the blue and just
we don't even Google. I am Google. I'm Google. He says, "Hey Google," and I'm like, "Yeah."
I had to ask him what a shaman. What is it called?
Shaman.
A shaman.
I'm about 90%.
Now, the first time you gave me the definition, it wasn't clear to him. I had to call you back and ask you again.
But I'm about 90%.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's rare I call you. You don't know the answer.
Yeah, I think I'm a good BSer too.
Yeah. Boy, you fooling me. Cause I'm believing you when you give me an answer. Hey, I don't even double check.
The random questions that you ask, like, why is it called ranch dressing? And I'm like, there's a valley in California. Yes, you did. And I said a valley in California. And we Googled it, and I was right.
That wasn't me.
That was you.
I asked you, why is it called ranch dressing?
Yeah, what is ranch dressing?
What we were doing, eating it?
Probably you dipping. You don't eat dressing. You dip
okay.
dressing.
Yeah, I dip. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So David Emmanuel says, "Hey Flip, I'm the one who watched all of your videos in 2 months." You remember that guy? He said he watched all the videos in 2 months.
Keep talking.
Okay. He said he just wanted to let you know he finally closed on the first deal, the one he locked up in November. We found him in November.
Yeah.
2 days ago, he cashed it out. $10,000 in the bank.
That's what's happening.
Yep.
You don't want to come on screen. You don't want to do an interview. Let me know if you want to interview, man. Tell your story.
All right, David. If you're willing to come on and tell your story, you know how to reach him.
What's his name?
David.
All right, David. That's what's up. What city?
I don't remember.
Let us know what city, David.
Yeah, but I do remember.
Get your girl Sandra on here. She ready to rock.
Give me a minute. God, dog. I'm trying to brush over that you lost that bet early. All right.
Look like that's my ex-sister-in-law. Okay, no, that ain't her. Okay.
Oh, wow. Hey, Sandra. How you doing?
Hi. I just had a question about, I'm just trying to get into it. I've been watching your videos for several months now. And so I just had a question about for sale by owner. So how do you get people to trust you to make a deal for them?
Well, Sandra, you're doing the right thing, baby girl, because you're educating yourself, and because you're educating yourself, you're going to gain so much.
Sorry, that's my daughter.
Put on screen. Let me see. Let me see. Bring on screen. You don't want to okay, that's I get. I'm sorry. But anyway, so your confidence is going to come from your education level, right?
Okay.
You realize this, Sandra. You know more. You probably right now. I know you say you've been watching for months. You know more about real estate than 99% of the people walking around right now. That gives you unbelievable. Not that you're better than them. I'm just talking about for the specific purpose of residential real estate. You know more than 99% of the people walking around. So you already on top of the conversation because you know exactly what you're talking about. Right?
Okay.
Right. Then you have to have the attitude that you got $10 million in the bank. I don't care if you got one in there. You got to have that attitude. You got $10 million in the bank, and you don't care if they do it or not. Right?
Okay.
Because you educate yourself and you have that attitude, you still want to be nice. You don't want to talk down or whatever. And you'll be good. You're good.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, it's an experience. You know, it don't have to be. It does not have to be perfect in order to make a lot of money in it. That's what's the great thing about it.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. What's up? Hey, hey, what's going on? Hey, how old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you?
she'll be 2 next month.
Okay. Terrible twos.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I know, right?
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
So just continue to educate yourself. You got any questions? Post them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos. I'll be happy to answer them for you. I answer those on a daily basis. But you're doing the thing you need to do. You're building confidence by educating yourself. And I try my best to put it all out there, for anyone that wants to take advantage of it. And again, you got to have that attitude when you're talking to someone, either my way or the highway, period.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Good luck to you, baby girl.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And David said he'll do a video.
Okay, cool.
And he's in Philly.
Okay, yeah, text me.
Okay. Well,
or call me.
Or call.
Yeah.
David, text or call. Yes.
Tomorrow.
Woo, Terry Crews.
Terry
You haven't been asked this question in a while. And says, I love your videos, but is there an order in which I should watch the videos so that I can concentrate on the steps? I'm gonna answer that. Nope.
Well, yeah, no.
There is an order, yes, but he said, are they in order?
No, they're not in order, but what someone has done, you see the scrolling ticker here online, Flippinar.com. If you go to Flippinar.com, as a matter of fact, let me just share my screen here. I need to go there first. Hold on. Flippinar.com. All right. So if you go to Flippinar, share my screen. Hold on, guys. All right. If you go to Flippinar.com, you see the join us live on the show button. But right here below, Flip Man step-by-step playlist. What someone has done, I'm going to click on it. What someone has done, and I wish the guy, I hope he's watching tonight because I want to lock his number in because I really appreciate it. I keep referencing and I want to know who I'm talking about. He's actually put, based on the topics, videos into different playlists, right? Now, that doesn't make it in order, but it does still make it make a lot more sense. He's taking them and put testimonials in one group. Let me see. What one more man got here? What is wholesaling? Wholesaling overview, step-by-step details, finding deals, set up business phone, finding deals, bandit signs. He got it. He set it up. So if you go to Flippinar.com, right? Let me go back. Flippinar.com and just touch this blue button, Flip Man step-by-step playlist. And again, you can join us live right there on the show here when we're doing the live Flippinars. So hopefully, stop sharing. Boom, there you go. That's the best we can do. Outside of the paid option.
Okay, there you have it, guys.
Hey,
those 500.
I ain't turning down nothing but my car.
Turning down nothing but your car.
My collar.
Your car. Oh my gosh.
You know what movie that's from?
No.
Now that's from the 70s.
70s. Turning down that shaft. I don't know.
No, penitentiary.
I wouldn't know what that is. I wasn't born yet. How about that?
That don't mean you couldn't. Why you watch Amos and Andy? You weren't born then?
No, I love Amos and Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But nobody even know what that is. That amazes me. My grandma had me watching the wrong stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy Darnell says, Flip Man, much love to you, my brother, from the desk of Troy Darnell, Celestio Williams from Virginia Beach. I also be with Chris Haskins of Hampton, Virginia.
Oh, that's what's up. Me and Chris did an interview a few months back.
Yeah, so he says, thank you. So we do have someone else that's ready to come on board, and it is Jeff. How you doing today?
Well, it's Jeff White.
We do have someone else that's ready to come on board, and it is Jeff. Are you ready? Okay, so I'll give her a little time.
Yeah, so one of my questions, how are you this evening? One of my questions is, would you suggest a real estate attorney? How are you this evening? One of my questions.
You're not going to be and talk to me at the same time. Go back and watch it. You can go back and watch it.
For a title attorney when doing deals, especially in Maryland.
Yeah. Jeff Hunt or Jeff Hunt's wife or whatever. Whatever you got in the sound in the background, we can hear it online. If you want to go back and watch it, I'll tell you what the minute mark is. You go back and watch it once it go into replay mode. But we can't. You all can't listen to it and talk to me at the same time. It sounds like you may have it on a different laptop, and then you have it on the video on another device or whatever. So, but do thumbs up when you make that adjustment in the background as far as the audio. We'll go ahead with another.
Okay.
question.
And we'll wait on you to come. So Markinator 5000. Thumbs up. She's ready.
You ready now?
We'll wait on you to come. So Markinator 5000. Thumbs up.
Put your thumbs up. No, I didn't.
You ready?
Thumbs down. All right.
That's
I
funny.
could have sworn she put it up.
Okay.
Okay, so let's hop over to I think this is Instagram and Tuck. Okay, so goodness gracious. I'm experiencing okay, this is a good question. People from all walks of life. He says, I'm experiencing homelessness. How can I learn to wholesale and seek for myself in my condition? So let's clear this up. Homelessness doesn't mean in a tent at the park. It just means maybe living with a family member, sibling, or your mother. And so I understand this quite firsthand. So he wants to know, how do you learn to wholesale, but also maybe seek owner financing options, possibly for himself as well?
Well, first you learn to wholesale. You're in the right place right here on my YouTube channel. I give it all away. So there's really no excuse if someone really wants to learn it or whatever. So, set yourself a 1 to 2 month goal that you're going to become an expert on those videos. And then if you have questions, you can always post them in the comment section of any video, and I answer those on a daily basis. Then just naturally, you're going to opportunities are going to present themselves from motivated sellers that will owner finance properties to you for your own personal use. It just going to naturally happen or whatever. So most definitely. But first starts with educating yourself, and then you can change your financial situation for you and your family forever. Wholesaling will do that. It's done that for hundreds of thousands of people probably millions of people over the years. It's a great gateway into real estate in general, and definitely financial freedom. So yes, boom.
All right, good, love that. So Blue One wants to know, during a double closing, do I use my money to close the deal? So did we go over that earlier?
Well, technically no, because it just depends on what you and the buyer negotiate. If they're only going to fund their deal for as far as closing costs, you may have to fund your closing costs with the first transaction with you and the seller, but it'll just come out of your assignment fee. So the buyer technically is still funding it. They might not know he's funded it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so technically, I guess they still are. It's just you may get less. Or whatever, and that should be expected, because if you're doing a double close, you're trying to prevent them from knowing what you're making initially. They can always go back and see what you made.
All right, so Justin Lockett, if you're interested in Ty's course, basically learning how to wholesale, where would he go?
Go to flipman.net. You see it here in the background. Go to flipman.net. Tap the logo where the guy that thinks he's me holding the cash, and it'll take you over to my product page.
All right. Okay.
Course page.
Yes. Page. Okay. Ms. Hunt, we're still waiting on you to give us the thumbs up and say
2
that you're
thumbs
ready.
up. Say you're ready. See, I think they're ready. Let's see.
They're not ready.
They're not ready?
Nope.
They're not ready? Okay.
All
right.
Okay. So we'll just wait on you, and I'll make sure to get you in tonight before we close out. So Brandon Collins wants to know, do you have a text script available? I do, but I ain't giving it to you.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's just that The platform is constantly trying to, make sure that people are not getting spammed, right? And so if I give you a script and it's 161 people or whatever number, a couple of thousand people watch this over, then we'll just say 500 of them used it. Then now that just compounds. So the only message that has to be original is the first message. You just need to get them to respond. That's the best I can give you. You need to say yellow birds fly hard or whatever. And I don't know, but I'm saying you need to get them to respond. I can't give you anything because it bogs the system down, and the carriers, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, they're trying to protect their customers. So, but if you go through Text to Flip, which will be Bachelor, you watch this video and you reach out to support, they will definitely help you with that. They will help you with putting those initial messages together. They're good at it.
All right, there you have it. On Instagram, GXJRZ, give me the address. Hurry up though.
What address?
Huh?
What are you trying to do?
We're gonna do a comp before we close out.
Oh,
I was waiting on him to give me the address.
But he can submit it to comps101.com. We'll comp it. And what we do is do actual videos of it or whatever. So, just having to do that.
Okay. Rick Pina, thank you for joining us. You're always here with us. Go ahead and post that question in regards to your current deal. Let's see here. We've already answered that. International Molly, about other than bandit signs and direct mail, what other methods to find homes? We mentioned driving for dollars.
Other wholesalers, text messaging, Facebook ads, Google ads with your next level stuff or whatever, direct mail, Ring his voicemail. I don't know. Did I miss him?
Bernardo Butler wants to say thank you for having this forum going. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you for joining, sir.
Okay. And actually, the Hunts did respond to me in the private chat that they're ready.
Okay, that's it.
Hey, wait. We here.
Hey,
touchdown.
Yeah, we're here.
Finally.
Hey, yes, sir. Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Flipman.
Yes, sir.
You're a blessing in disguise, brother.
Hey, I try, man. I try, but I'm
Hey, that's my question.
Your time with us.
Yeah. Would you suggest giving an offer to a seller on doing a cold call if you are guesstimating the repair costs? You don't know the repair costs, so you're talking to the seller. Would you give them an offer if you guesstimate, like how you mentioned a while back on your YouTubes that if it's like a 1,500 square feet, you would do 25,000. You do 15,000 to 25,000. So would you, if they say okay?
Well, what you would
how
do
much would you charge?
If you know the square footage of the property, and if you can determine from the conversation from the seller that is livable, a simple thing you can do in most cases, it's going to work in most cases, not always. $25 a square, multiply $25 times the square footage if it's livable, and multiply $40 if it's not livable. And so if you could do your numbers really quick while you're talking to them, you got everything else ready to go as far as what you think the ARV is. Yeah, but nothing. It's okay if you call them back and they're willing to sell and they're willing to entertain an offer. It's okay to call them back, So because if they're willing to sell, they would probably, in most cases, sometimes you can't get them back on the phone, but that means normally you're not going to have a deal anyway. So it's okay to say, hey, I need to run a few numbers. I know you want to offer now. We call a lot of people, but I'll definitely give you a call back, whatever your time, maybe an hour from now, or 30 minutes or the next day or whatever. But it's okay to call them back.
Okay, another quick question, Flipman, is would you suggest using a title company or real estate attorney on your wholesale deals?
Well, it depends on your state. If you're in a state where you can close with a title company and or a closing attorney, then it doesn't really matter. Personally, I like.
And how do I find the information out about my state?
You could probably just Google it. You could just Google whatever state. Can you close with a title company and a closing attorney? and it's probably going to tell you right there in the first couple of results. You can always join my Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. If you go in there and ask pretty much any question
I did
about
today.
yeah, okay, boom, boom, boom. So,
Okay.
and they'll help you in there. And then also, if you're trying to find wholesaler-friendly title companies and or closing attorneys, if you ask in that group, somebody's going to be able to help you. But on top of that, but on the flip side of that, I normally tell people don't even worry about that part of it, because you can do all of that. Like put a property under contract, have a cash buyer for it. You say, well, we got this title company line. So, I don't want to use them. I don't have a relationship with them.
Right.
You want me to play closing costs on? I have this relationship with someone else. So that's why I tell people don't worry about getting the deal closed. That's the easy part. And I don't like to use the word easy when explaining any of that. But if it's any part of it's easy as far as the contract with the seller, contract with the buyer, and getting it closed is the easy part. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Okay. And one quick last question. When you started out yourself as a wholesaler, did you have a real estate attorney review all your contracts? Do you think that's a necessary step?
To answer your question, no. I bought a course, and I think a contract was included in it before I found the one that I use now and give away for free. The one I give away for free has been tested all over. I've been giving that. People have been using. I've been using it since 2003, but I've been giving it away for free since 2008 to thousands of people. So that's all 50 states. It's been tested. It's just a very simple contract. It's saying you're buying it as is. The reason I like it, that it's one page is because it's not intimidating. When you whip out a 13, 14, 15 page contract that agents whip out or whatever, that's overkill for what we do or whatever. So, but again, you have to go with what you're comfortable with. But I'm just telling you that contract has been used all over the country. Where are you all located?
In Baltimore, Maryland.
Most definitely.
All right, thank you. We look forward to doing business with you soon on the JV deal.
Oh, let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, thank you, y'all, for joining us. The Hunts, appreciate
Thank
it.
Thank you. All right.
We'll see y'all again on the testimony.
Yes, ma'am.
video.
Yes, sir. Great to meet you all.
Yes,
No doubt. No doubt.
Guys, good night. All right, good job, Ty. We've muscled through this hour and a half. I think we've answered some good questions.
Oh yeah.
Some good information has been put out there, guys. Make sure you subscribe the channel. Join. He mentioned it. We haven't really talked about it a lot, but joining that Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man Facebook group. How many members on there?
It says 60 something. We ain't been growing. I got to correct that. We've been in the low 60s for months
60,
now.
Shoot. That's still a lot of people.
Yeah,
though.
I know, but
Yeah. Okay, and just keep in mind that Ask Flip Man across all social media platforms. So that's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Periscope, Twitch.
That's it. You got it.
I think that's it. I think we got them all. And make sure you watch those videos on 500 plus videos and counting.
All there.
On YouTube, and then every day on Instagram, Ty's uploading content around 11 to noon Central Time. Live every day.
Just like we did this today. I do this every day, Monday through Friday. Normally, if I'm physically okay or mentally going, sometimes I have some stuff going on, and but that I may not be able to perform. But normally we're gonna go live on Instagram and TikTok just like this for about 45 minutes to an hour. Central Time, 11-ish, 12-ish, in that range. So if you set your alert, looking out for it, we do this just like this, basically every day for about 30, like say 45 minutes to an hour or whatever. And I have my whiteboard working with me then. So.
And then on Thursdays before this show, he does
Comps 101. We didn't do it today. I had something going on, but we didn't do it today.
Comps 101. Right now, that service, that platform is free. It's not overwhelming.
I got my head cut off, but y'all get it.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming to for you guys to call in during that hour and ask for deals to be comped with Ty.
And you can submit your deals to Comps 101. We're comping those. We're sending you actual videos where we're explaining to you how we came up with that ARV. So we're pretty much caught up right now. Got maybe about 4 or 5 we need to do that came in from yesterday and today or whatever, but we're pretty much caught up. So we're trying to keep up with it. You know, as right now it's free. So comps101.com.
Okay. I see this 3 times and you mentioned it. So answer this. How do you find other wholesalers? So first thing would be by other bandit signs, right?
Bandit signs is a great way. Simply doing a search on Google, sell my house fast, and the name of the city. People are spending a lot of money there to be on those first 2-3 pages of results. Definitely reach out to them. Most of those are wholesalers and groups for wholesaler groups. Wholesalers post their properties on Craigslist, Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, and a lot of times they're obvious that they're wholesalers. So those are going to be your common ways right there.
All right, there you have it, guys. So we've been on for that hour and a half. Thank you all for joining us. This will end our Flippinar, and we'll see you guys on the flip side. Boom.
That's it.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.